be staying with us. Also joining us on this Trump 100-day special is Ross Feingold, a political risk analyst who's joining us from Taiwan. Ross, as we know, Donald Trump has often seemed spontaneous with the statements that he makes. There's been a certain level of flip-flopping with some statements that are made, but we alluded earlier to the Canada 51st state comments that were made. But now I want to focus over to Greenland, and this has become a talking point during his first 100 days. Trump saying that he wants to take over Greenland. Why do you think that is, and what will be the ramifications moving forward of that?
There seems to be two main motivations for President Trump's desire for Greenland to become part of the United States. One is the untapped natural resources, including rare earth minerals that might be underground in Greenland. And another is just the geography and the strategic location, especially with the melting that's occurring further north to Greenland and opening up new sea routes through that region. So he says it's not just a matter of American security, it's a matter of international security. Obviously, the people and the government of Greenland, they've rejected that, as did the government of Denmark. Very similar to how the people in the government of Canada rejected becoming the 51st state, and the people in the government of Panama rejected handing the canal back to the United States. But it's not going to stop Trump from talking about it. And frankly, the people of Greenland, they might differ on the speed at which they want to become independent, but it's clear that the majority opinion there is to become independent at some point, in which case they might very well reach an agreement to allow the United States to have more military bases there. They might even enter into what's called a compact of free association, which the United States has with 3 countries in the Pacific Ocean region. So he certainly floated the more extreme idea of basically the United States taking it over, but that's really a conversation or a negotiation starting point. I think this story still has much more room to grow, and we don't know what the ultimate conclusion will be.
Yes, absolutely. We can't also forget Trump's Gulf of Mexico or Gulf of America, as he requested it is called. Another area that Trump has spoken about taking back, and another vital part of shipping infrastructure, of course, the Panama Canal. Now, Trump, of course, has spoken about retaking control from Panama of the canal, saying that prices are far too high. Ross, can we take our minds back to Trump's opening statements on this and what's happened during his first 100 days to work towards that goal that he is seeking?
He certainly went all in. He took the most extreme position, which was to say it should be returned to the United States. It should never have been handed over to Panama, but it was handed over subject to a treaty. And it's very hard to undo that treaty, and Panama's government has constitutional and legal restrictions that would prevent it from turning it over. However, in the interim, and to answer your question, Panama has agreed to the United States having a greater military presence in the canal zone. So the United States has achieved something from the rhetoric that came from President Trump. So strategically, maybe the United States didn't achieve all of President Trump's goals, but to have a greater military presence, you got to say, well, that's not bad for the United States.
Yes, absolutely.